Castle of Strahd, everyone. Last time on the Castle of Strahd, the party has arrived in the town of Kresk, running into an old friend, Archibald. Seems he settled down just fine, opening the city's first tavern. You caught up, and then you went and visited the burgomaster, Dmitry Kreskov. Dmitry Kreskov is competent, serious, and no nonsense, but he respects the party after they helped, basically find out what was wrong with his children who were strange after their resurrection by the abbot, the mysterious abbot who the party is not really on speaking terms with at the moment. The powerful Celestial and the party do not see eye to eye at the moment due to their disagreement on how to handle Strahd, and they even had a brief battle during which Hadin, Strahd's general and right hand, was killed by Fisk. Although the fight ended in a ceasefire, the abbot requested that party do not darken his doorstep again, which you guys did, but it too resolved, thanks to capable diplomacy. At the moment, the food shortage in Kresk is at an all-time high. Dmitry Kreskov asked you to conduct a raid. This is on the Abbey. This is a last-ditch effort, he warns, and if you think of anything else that could be done instead, he'd appreciate that. He just doesn't know what to do about the food shortages, especially with the increase in werewolf attacks on the outside, on the roads. The moment is 6:30 p.m. You have already eaten, and you are sitting in the burgomaster's sitting room. He'll shoo away his attendants, indicating for them to close the door, obviously trusting in you guys, taking a seat at the fire and turning his chair towards all of you. Eat out of here. So, great company. If you have any words of wisdom or advice for me, I am more than open to hearing them.
I don't want to sound like I'm being arrogant, even though I am. If we can't kill him, you certainly can't. So there's no reason to do this in a way that puts you at risk. Keep as many innocents safe as you can, and let us do what we have to do.
As I suspected, the raid would be foolish. I see. Very well. I shall continue to pursue other avenues. What do you plan to do in the meantime?
Whatever happens, we'll be there. Don't worry about it. The less you know, the better.
I see. There is something I wish to discuss with you, actually. When you were here last, resurrecting my children by the abbot and the following, complications, I feel you were not rewarded appropriately. I've been holding on to this, hoping you will return, and happily you did. It is my hope that it will serve you. This belonged. He'll reach into his coat, pulling out a beautifully sheathed scimitar. You can see that this is definitely a masterwork kind of item that has seen only the most proficient of smiths at its birth. It is inlaid with, it's been inlaid with emeralds, 3 of them, each of them shining gently, pulsating with power. You guys can immediately tell that this item is magical. This was brought in here by my... It's just static. Gotta start glitching out of reality. Man. Um, this was brought here by my ancestor. It is a family heirloom. I was planning to pass it on to my children, but without you, without the abbot, I would have no children. I would have strange beings infesting puppets, I suppose. I would like you to have it. If any of you can put it to good use.
Looking at my own battered up silver rapier, I go, any objections? I look at everybody.
Priscilla shakes her head. Hey, I got plenty of stuff for myself. You go ahead, Tam.
I go up and kind of hold my hand out like, okay, let's see this thing.
Right. He holds it out to you, and this scimitar is incredibly light, which surprises you. It's even lighter than a normal scimitar. Like in your mind, you sort of hear like a whoosh. For a moment, you feel a warm breeze coming through your hair, putting you in mind of warm desert sands. It is called the Khamsin, the wind of the desert in my ancestor's tongue.
I take it and slowly unsheath it and just kind of checking it out to get a feel for it.
It is unbelievably light, and you can tell, sharp as well.
I put it in and I look down at him. I go,
Looks at you.
I hold my hand out to shake it, shake his.
I'll shake yours as well. He holds your eyes, and you can see that he's serious. Take good care of it, Master Talmadgen.
Yeah. You take good care of Kresk.
I shall. All right. Do you wish to attune to this item?
Not yet, no.
Right, certainly. It will say, Khamsin will allow you to give you control of the winds. You will be able to bend them to your favor. All right. Once you attune or identify it, let me know.
No problem.
I've never felt worthy of using it myself. I felt that if I should take it, I would become to resent my place here in Barovia. I did not want that to happen. I did not want to miss a homeland I've never truly known.
I hold it up and I go, in the name of the Raven Queen, I thank you.
He raises an eyebrow, but nods, and you see a smile. Small, but it's there.
Morning Lord keep you. And then I
You all as well.
go sit again. And I'm just kind of like in awe of this thing.
It is warm to the touch, and not like in a gross way, but like in a... puts you in mind of a warm day. Something that you haven't felt a warm breeze on your face since you've been in Barovia. And oh God, Tom, this is amazing. So, nods. The rest of you, face once again becoming serious. What will you do now?
I'm going to get a good night's sleep. We may be out of here before the sun is up, or we may be up and about before the sun. So just stay sharp.
Aye. Well, in that case, my friends, I have other things to attend to. You are welcome to stay here or spend the night the half-dressed halfling, if you wish.
Yes,
Stands
we've
up.
already spoken to our friend. Question, we're looking for an herbalist or a potion maker. Can you point us in the direction?
Yes, there is an herbalist here. In Kursk. Well, if you wish to speak to him, he's on the northern edge of town. His name was Ludokov. His cabin should be easy to spot. It's the one that's completely overgrown. He said it with obvious distaste.
Good enough, thank you.
Say Ludikov? I think it said Ludikov, yes. Ludikov. Stands up, hands clasped behind his back. Throws like one last glance at Khamsin, and then gives you a nod, Tom, and exits the room. You guys can hear him and the men that were waiting outside ascend up the stairs. At the moment, it's quiet. There's just a crackling of the fire and your quiet contemplation. What would you like to do?
Back to the place we can get a drink, guys? What do you think?
Look to honor him. Potions.
Yes, could probably pick up a couple, hopefully.
And I look to you, Tar. And drink.
Tom? Hello?
Yes? I sorry.
All right.
I
So,
guess, yeah, I guess we'll. I'm
while
going
he
back to
leaves, the
bar,
Burgo
yeah.
Master goes to the bar. Back to the halfling.
Yep.
Half-dressed.
Half-dressed
Quarterling.
Pardon.
All right. Yeah. It's quiet and cold. It's cold outside. This is definitely different from Valaki, that always has some noises going on. Like, this is a much smaller, quieter town.
I think we were headed to Ludikov's first, and then
Yeah.
Ah, my apologies. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
so
that's
sorry.
right.
All right. All right. So, according to the instructions, seems to be in the northern edge of town. Well, you know what? The next session, I'll add a map to this place. Yeah. You guys walk around. Although it's quite a place, it's also more calm. You guys can hear singing coming in from one of the houses. People, chatting coming from the half-dressed halfling. It seems the people here, although they don't have much, but they have each other. Let me see. This is how you guys walk and see an old woman and a couple of and a young man across the road from you guys. See the young man, fairly well built, shoulder length black hair, black peach fuzz. Stands, kind of moves ahead of his grandmother, presumably. She just smiles and says, "Well, that is the kind of a mumbled greeting." Just gives you guys a half, wary nod, and they continue on their way. This way. Eventually, you guys do find that cabin I was talking about. From here, you guys can see the abbey fairly clearly. You guys can see, even though it's not a particularly misty night, and there's some, but you guys can see the light coming down from the abbey, and you guys can hear, dung 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 dung, 7 times, and just like you were last time before. You guys can see it, like several dark flying shapes, like coming into the abbey, like from the roof. As you guys are watching, you're startled when a small figure pipes up. Creepy, isn't it? You see a bespectacled man dressed in rough leathers, and with thick glasses peering up at you. You can see he's missing one of his eyes, where he has bandaged it roughly with what seems to be woven grass.
This guy's like just suddenly next to me.
Mm-hmm. And we'll say, Fisk and Anna, despite your extensive and very fat passive perceptions, you guys don't notice him.
I'm like the meme where the jumping is like, where the hell did you come from? I'm like, who the hell are you?
Ludikov, good to meet you. You must be the famous Grey Company.
Wow, I'm impressed. Lead on.
Although, I'm a little disappointed. None of you are really grey.
I point at my hair.
That's more white than grey. Come on. But it's fine. You see that he's only he's just like kind of joking. He reaches into his thick beard, pulling out a little carved pipe, and the napkin kind of wipes the sweat off his old head. So, did you come here for tea or energy? Some energies for the packets, or something to help you with the ladies? What are you here for? Come on, don't be ashamed to tell Ludikov.
I don't know. What do you think we need?
Use some potions to heal our wounds, if you happen to have any.
Potions. Ha! You know, time was that there wasn't just potions you could just chug. People had to learn how to use the flora around them, to understand the natural world, to realize how to put things to use. You couldn't just chug things. You had to put them to understand what each and every flower, grass, and petal and berry did. Roots as well. I have something better than potions. I have herbal remedies. Come on. Potions. Ha! Opens the door to his little shack. The smell of mold and mildew hits you guys like a physical force almost. He mutters something, and a small amount of light comes from his hand and kind of goes to hang near the ceiling, giving the interior of the little shack a shiny, a very mystical appearance almost. You guys see there's a bed, there's a workbench that seems to double as a kitchen, judging by the dirty dishes on the floor and every other available surface, as well as shelves filled pretty much to bursting with different kinds of roots and herbs and flowers and seeds and all kinds. Some of them dry, some of them hanging from the ceiling. You guys can smell garlic as well, some of there, basil, as well as things you probably guys don't recognize. Unless anybody has a proficiency with nature that they'd like to roll.
I'm not going for nature. I'm looking specifically for illicit smelling drugs I may have encountered in my life.
Certainly. Go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
Alrighty. All right.
Talmogen. This guy could put Cheech and Chong to shame. Let's put it like that. Let's say. Honorin, yeah, you definitely recognize that quite a lot of these are also magical ingredients. In fact, Tom, judging by the bluish tinge to his fingernails, you recognize he's probably on one of them right now. Queenberry. Queenberry is usually used in certain countries to the Far East in birth prevention. Birth prevention? So, how do you say? Protection? Birth protection?
Birth control.
Birth control, thank you. Birth control.
Of sorts, yeah.
Yeah, it's a birth control of sorts. Apparently, it also gives if you're a lady, apparently to men, for some reason, it gives a mild high, although it does make your balls ache for a few hours once the highs goes away. Apparently, this guy's an aficionado of it. Like, as he moves past, he's kind of... In fact, both Fisk and Anna, you guys can tell, like, when he wasn't quite tall enough to reach one of the things on the upper shelf, you guys are sharp-eyed enough that you guys saw like a little vine kind of sneak from under his wrist and draw the garlic to him. Takes a how you say, mortar and pestle, throws the things in it. Potions. So, what are you boys after? Anything interesting? I won't ask for much for this. Just stories. Or maybe anything interesting, any interesting ingredients you might have.
Okay. Honor him. You have all that sort of stuff.
I reach into my bag and I pull out a couple human teeth.
He stops blinking. Well, I hope those are yours.
No. But
That's creepy.
they are useful if one was into necromancy per se.
I don't judge. But gets you off magically, but I stay away from that stuff. As it were. I wouldn't advertise that you're into necromancy. How were you? In fact, I'd bury those teeth if I was you. Bad things happen to those who dabble in the dark arts. Believe me. I know.
I don't. That's why I was going to give them to you. I have no use for them.
Well, in that case, chuck them over the wall. Next opportunity you get. Do it away from prying eyes. Don't want any of the guard to go get curious and investigate. The burgomaster's friends, do they? Do we? Seem to summon a little bit of flame. He's roasting it as he mumbles.
That was about all I was willing to give up.
Let's see.
Oh, come on, you people are famous. Surely you have something. If not, I'll just charge you normally.
Tarmagin starts looking. He's like, the only stuff I got, you are way, way, way unprepared for.
Oh, I've been around. Why don't you try me?
Familiarity with history. I got a few things that are more historic than powerful.
Listen, I'm an old man stuck in a small town that barely gets any visitors. I don't need money as much as I need company and distraction.
I pull out the Durst signet ring from the death house. I put it in his hand. Any idea what that is?
Not edible. That's certain. Looks to be a family signet ring of some sort. Fancy one, too. Cleans it up. A rose and carved windmill.
Maybe this will explain things a little more. And I reach into my back and I pull out the letter written by Strahd himself, addressed to the Durst, and I pass it over.
Takes it, puts the thing aside.
You said you like stories. This
reach in
was a
and-
story.
I also pull out the actual seal from the Durst household desk. Set it next to it.
This was written by the devil himself. Good fucking gravy. Where did you get this? The same place you got that ring, I'd wager.
Fisk pulls out book of heraldry that was found also in the same house, and flips through until he finds the Dursts. Just pushes the book forward.
He suddenly seems to be much less enthused about touching the things you're offering, but he gives you guys a very serious look. Yeah, now you listen here. That windmill is a dangerous place, and the people inside it are not friendly little women.
Yes,
Stay
we know.
away
We own it, unfortunately.
Would you like a cupcake?
like jumps like way through the table, like pulls out a small dry branch. You bitches stay away from me! I told you I want nothing to do with you anymore! What kind of
Oh, no.
sick joke is this?
Oh no, we're not them. And I hold up.
Yeah,
my
like, he
wrist,
pulls
which
the
has-
bandage like from his eye, and like, and you guys see like a flower inside, and and I need everybody to give me a dexterity saving throw, please. As like vines wrapped all over the room, going to wrap you guys up. 10, Fisk. You wrapped up. Tarmagen, 15. You wrapped up. 16. You managed to not get wrapped up. Vers. Everybody but honor him. Actually, hold on. Roll for Priscilla.
Now, is that an attack?
Casting damage. I know. It's a spell.
Just a thing. Okay.
Dexterity for Vasilla. Alright. With Vasilla and honor managed to avoid the vines. He's pointing the thing at you while, like, you guys, like, the vines are up really tight. I'm warning you! Stay away from here, I'm crushing your fence! Are you them? Are you their servants? You've come... Whoa, I knew what they said. Never break a witch's heart, but I just couldn't stay away. I couldn't stay there, not after I found out what you did to those kids. You stay away from me.
Let's put it this way. We killed 2 of them. Unfortunately, the 3rd got away. They are no friends of ours. I think you should...
Dire! I thought down at him, like you hear Varys, like, then Tom get like, ah! Lord.
Fisk isn't moving in the vines. He's just sitting, waiting.
Yeah, like, Fist, like, you're a cat, so, like, you know, it's like, it hurts, but, like, you can't, like, cats are very squishy, I would say. Cats are basically liquid. So you're like...
Yeah, I'm just sitting there. I'm not struggling. I'm just waiting.
Tarmager rolls his eyes as you see a mage hand just kind of appear in front of his face. Like, are you going to make us do this the hard way?
Can you do a mage hand without being able to move?
I think so.
I think he's like Ledger Main or something like that.
Yeah, because I'm Mage Hand Ledger Man.
Ah, right. I switched an HDMI cable. I don't know what else to do.
So anyway,
Um, as you do like the Legend of Man. I think like he can't see it, right? Like he could just
no, that's actually a separate one that makes it invisible.
when he can't.
So
when
it's
he
still
can't-
visible. It's still visible. 'Cause I looked into that. I don't get the invisible yet.
I think it just makes it. I think it's still a regular mage hand. So you should
Yeah,
still...
it's a regular Mage Hand. Yeah.
Okay, so let me just see mage hand.
Depends on if it's
verbal
vocal.
and somatic. I think that's
It's somatic. Okay. All right. All right.
As he's pointing at you, like when you said like the hard way, like he points at you. I'll call the guard. They'll know me. They want to, and believe me, they're going to believe the guy who keeps them, like their infections and werewolf bites from infecting them. It's like he's holding a gun. I'm like, you tell me the truth now.
Nah, just call the guards. I'd rather you did that. We'll swear. We'll straighten this all out officially. I'm sure they'll love to know I'm sure they'll love to know the things that you're selling in that little store of yours.
Kind of snatches away like the hand letters, not the hand letters, the ownership bell.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reaches into a pouch. And you guys are covered in how you say cotton weeds from dandelion seeds.
Okay.
Now, was anybody here under the effect of any spell? I don't believe you were. Tell me
Other than the stupid vines he wrapped us in, no.
Yeah, we didn't do anything at all.
Just wanted some potions, man.
Priscilla sneezes.
We're just like
sneezes.
standing there, like really.
The vines are treated with like, ugh. You're not them.
Pretty much sure we told you that.
But you own the windmill. How?
Yeah.
How did you survive? How did you kill 2 and survive? How are you alive? How did they not haunt your nightmares every night?
They did.
It's a long story.
Well, that was what you could have told me then. You were struggling earlier. Well, apologies for that, gentlemen. We have Shadow's history. Let me make it up to you. This is done. Wraps it in a leaf, the paste he was making. This grabs 2 more like little leaf packets containing paste. Guys get 4 of them.
Yep. All right. I have a good question, Mr. Ermal Remedies. I see the staining of your hands. I assume that helps you cope with Barovia. Do you have something a little less severe?
I have some energy pills. Not many, but I could give you some.
Short term. Doesn't grab you, right? I don't want to be addicted to anything.
Are you looking for something? You're looking for something else. I see.
Yeah, something to keep us awake in the times of
I
being
understand.
tired.
Well, I suppose if you think you can handle my private stash. You look like a fellow who can. Let me see. Here you go. We'll pull a little leaf packet, and it smells like tobacco mixed with something else. You would recognize this as noble candy. It's basically a type of plant that a lot of nobles use a lot of doctors use to numb pain. It's mostly used by dentists and stuff, but like by surgeons as well. It's basically kind of like milk of poppy. But it seems that he's mixed it with tobacco. From the smell of it, smells very pleasant, a little different. Well, just you take it as an apology. All right.
Tuck it away and I go, for when I need it only. I see him putting it in deep. And
Those 4 packets I gave you. Well, that paste not only will heal your wound, but it will also protect you from the saliva, from the little things that live in the saliva of were creatures. If you get bitten by one, immediately use this. It will undo that bite, and you'll be protected from the effects of a werewolf's bite for a little while longer after that.
boy, you have product for everybody. Good businessman. I smile at him.
The good burgomaster's father saved my life once. He could have killed me, but he let me live. Ever since then, I stayed here and used my knowledge to help his people.
Just beware. This place could become very noticed soon. Stay sharp. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. Oh, Ludakov knows how to protect himself, as you've seen.
If you have an innocent person that you're aware of, protect them, please.
I protect as many people as I can. I am too scared to do so in any ways other than this. I'm trying to live my life comfortably and painlessly as possible, while helping those that help me.
Just do what you need to do to protect them. You might get crazy. That's all.
Shoves the flower in that replaced his eye, like, back in the hole and puts the bandage back on. Alright, you guys have 4 packets of protective paste and 1 packet of noble candy. So, protective paste will heal you for 3d6 plus 3. Upon application, it will heal werewolf bite. So yeah, just do it as long as you do it in those first d6 rounds. Bless you.
Sorry.
And protect you from lichen from where creature bites for the next 1d6 rounds. Alright. And then a packet of noble candy tobacco. When smoked, get advantage on wisdom saving throws, disadvantage on intelligence, and 1d12 temp HP, because it numbs pain.
Thank you for those. Bit of a side note. When we are done here, one of our goals is to rid Barovia of Nanny Morgan.
You are a lot more informed than I thought. My advice to you: don't even try.
Mhm.
If you think the windmill coven is nasty, Nanny Morgan makes them look like real cute little gardeners.
Yes, we are aware. But if there's anything that you think could help us in that area, think about it. We'll be back.
What, like tell you where she is? No, I'll never do that.
No, we already know where she is.
Good, then you know what to stay away from.
I need to know the path round. Things have to move around anyway. How does things go from place to place without her interference? I look at him, very intently.
Out of character, I'm not sure what you were asking. What do you mean those things?
Well, if this guy does business in Barovia, business has to go around this crap. Does that make sense?
Oh, the drugs. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with myself. Get it from those passing by, those who come from the outside and shelter, and stuff I've picked up in the past. I brought it here with me and set it up in my little garden.
Uh-huh. Well, have a good night then.
You as well. And consider this as gifts for saving the winery as well. The Black Hand Druids were misguided.
Yeah.
I'm glad someone ended that. It doesn't look very glad. Looks sad. But, well, you have a pleasant night. Great company. If you need anything else, bring more stories. He'll go in and close his cabin door behind him.
Go. Yeah, I need a drink now.
And to wash my hands.
Just kind of rolling my eyes and going back down to the half-dressed halfling.
Alrighty. This time it's about 7 or so, and by the time you arrive it's like 7:15, 7:20. You guys arrive at the half-dressed halfling, where it's a much different atmosphere. You can hear Archibald is playing a song, and he's made it, like using magic to make it seem like a lot more like poppin'. It's the sound of like music coming from the walls and such. Just sit back down. Taking the load off. It's time for carnival. I thought it was something else. Let's take a load off.
I get a drink and I settle in and I'm like, all right, I got to check this out. And right there in the table, I just start the identify ritual on that scimitar. And I sit back quietly while everybody does their thing.
All right, sure. That's 10 minutes. Priscilla will meditate. Contemplate food. Get a drink on.
Just go curl up on one of the rugs. And just lay there. Head on his paws. After a while, you notice his eyes, he's not saying anything, but his eyes will flit back and forth from green to yellow. just quiet and sitting there.
Break time, Archie. Please.
Coming right up. What?
A very quiet, great company just sitting in the corner. Everybody just staring.
See, Archie comes back with like, you guys see him like having mouse, like with these like fake mouse ears on his head, and like carrying the beer on his head as well. For you, it's on the mouse. What the hell happened? That joke usually kills.
Oh, it kills, all right.
I miss you, Archie. I just
I'm right
kinda
here. What are
chuckle.
you talking about? Scaring me. We'll have a seat. What's wrong, gentlemen? What happened?
Nothing's wrong yet. Just thirsty and tired.
Well, here you go. It's good to see you all. Maybe not in good spirits, but well, hey, at least I have spirits to give you.
Not bad spirits. We just have stuff to do. Don't be offended, please.
No. I can understand. I found my happiness here. And I know I can't really convince you different, but maybe you can too.
I'm opposed to no fate. It's a semi-happy ending.
Archie, do you have a runner here?
I don't character, what's a runner?
Servant boy, bus boy.
Not really. Just me, I guess.
I just wanted someone to run over to the blacksmith shop and get me something. Maybe you had someone working for you.
It's just me and the missus. I don't mind. I can go get it for you.
Our drinks are more important.
Soon we'll, see that you guys are returned. Soon will come and say, oh, I see that he is shit fucking faced. He had a lot of time to drink while you guys were away. It's like, puts a hand around Varys, like goes to put a hand around Archie, keeps missing. Ah, he goes back. So, it's like,
Reason I love you, guy.
Oh, God.
he is a lovely guy. Varys, like, you feel like the hand, like the elbow, like, I choke you a little bit. Come here, Archie. I missed you. I love your place. Listen, like, you saw me a second ago. You know, like, in fact, you cut off. Goddamn. Think a big guy like you could take it. Nah, don't be like that. I didn't have a kidney for the liver for fucking. No. Don't be like that. Yeah, I'm being like that. Tries to knock his head off, misses. So, what's happened? Watches honor him get up. Oh, yeah.
I'm just locked on this sword. That's my world right now.
See
Or this
Fisk.
rapier.
He looks at Fisk, but soon starts to cry. I'm so happy you're back. Like, Fisk soon goes like to give you a big hug. You get a little bit distracted. Give me a dexterity. If you choose to avoid it, go ahead and give me an acrobatics with disadvantage because you're a little distracted at the moment. Based on what you just DM'd.
Oh, he sees you coming. It's fine.
Like,
He doesn't know.
get over it, you big guy. Guys here. Against, unfortunately, like, Fisk, he gives a little strangled meow. Priscilla's laughing her ass off. Damagen's focusing. Yes, as Honorim goes through the wall, up through the door. And Archie laughs. Well, gentlemen, if you need me, I'm around. And that. Soon kind of like soon goes off. Sleep, Fisk can escape if you wish. Into conversation, like you hear like kill it, no. But like there is a very annoyed vibe from Zaviel to be interrupted. And Tom, I'm going to tell you what your shiny spanking new sword there does. Give me just one moment. Where did I put it? This is actually one of those weapons that I did put into the Roll20. Because it existed beforehand. It's actually a carryover from my Hand of the Widow Goddess campaign.
Oh, cool. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite weapons from them. And one of the first ones I wrote. So I hope you like it. Thank you, Tom.
Dude, that's cool. I like that.
This is a rare attunement item. It is a +1 scimitar. It is warm to the touch. The sprite of the desert wind, Hamsin, is entrenched within the emerald. I don't know why it says opal. It's going an emerald. Imbued in the hilt. Upon attunement, the user can command the hot desert wind to assist them. You gain the. Let's see. Yeah, now looking at it, I can tell like this is something that I wrote a long time ago because like there's some.
No, that's
here.
good. No, man, that's all right.
Alright, you can cast. So first of all, you learn the Gust of Wind spell as a cantrip. Cantrip? Yeah, the Wind cantrip spell. I think it's from Xanathar. You are able to cast Gust of Wind 3 times per day. And let me see. Once per day, you can cast Wind Wall. And once every this is what something you learn. Upon drawing blood from yourself, once you are actually sorry. And you can also cast Featherfall. Free.
Oh my god.
As like free 3 times per day. So that's a bunch of spells you can cast 3 times per day. I might rewrite this to be a little bit more.
Do you want to nerf that a little before you just throw that in there?
3 times per day. Featherfall. Once per day. Gust of Wind. And the Warm Gust Cantrip at will. I think it's okay.
Okay.
It's fine,
Does my mic work right now?
Yes.
Hey!
There he
There
is.
we go. You don't want to jump in. Oh, what did we just get? I'm sorry.
Somebody just handed me this fucking badass scimitar. It's like,
Hey, yo. All right, hold up. All right.
Do you
hold
know
on a
that
second.
the Featherfall is on yourself? It's not
Yeah,
on
yeah.
everyone.
well, still. That's a Hail Mary motherfucker right there. I like it.
Yeah, I'm glad you do. The Gust Cantrip. I was getting confused with Gust of Wind. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, wait.
Disadvantage on it. I want this tobacco, bro.
Oh, you missed the. We found the drugstore.
Oh, damn.
That was fun. Okay.
That pace is
I-
really
I-
good, though.
I set the sword on our little table there. Like, okay, you heard what this thing. I'm tempted to take it, but it's. Let's talk about it. If anybody else thinks they can use it,
How are you casting Identify, by the way? 'Cause- oh, you know Identify, right?
yes.
Give me an arcana-
Ritual caster.
So,
Give me-
someone run me through what it does again.
Pause.
Sorry, I
Give
came
me
in
an
halfway.
Arcana check.
Okay.
Yeah, I came in halfway through that, so. Or just type it up, either or.
Okay.
I don't see what it was. Can you tell me?
27. Nat
Nat
20.
20.
Nat 20.
Isn't that 20?
Nat 20. All right, very nice. I'm gonna say, Tomajan, you learn an additional feature that you think, that might be a bit of a, you learn an additional thing that this thing can do. If you choose to you hear like this. It's almost a whisper in your mind. You're not quite sure how you know it or how you understand it, though, as you identify it with the spell. But if you if you take out the emerald and break it, smashing it on the ground, Khamsin will lose its power. However, not before. You will be subject to Investiture of Wind spell without concentration for 10 minutes.
I say that as well. I say, and there's this. I'm gonna be totally open about it.
So Varys is gonna light up his pipe, look at the scimitar, and say, "That's something that I could use."
It is.
Considering I'm gonna be flying on this horse potentially,
Exactly.
and I got some new. I'm feeling something new lately that
You
might
feel
help.
about it about like I do. This could be a really nice thing.
Yeah.
Take
I mean,
it.
And I'll-
Fuck
And
yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my scimitar and say, mine's a piece of shit, and
Hey,
I want to be able to use it a little bit.
I'm like, oh hell yeah. Like my saw spear's been pretty epic. I'm good with it. I might roll that way for a while.
I mean, like, if you're gonna be running around flying on that thing, this could be one hell of a safety feature. You're better off with it.
Yeah, and we don't need you falling out of the sky.
Um. Let's see your thing for a moment. Oh shit, we never looked at this. Hey, she's gonna like rummage through like her waistcoat, which is like riddled with like miscellaneous weapons. You see from like under the coat, you see like the peak of like the monstrosity's finger, like that weird like mutated great axe stick out, and she pulls out. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think we have not addressed this. It's gonna be where is it? Where is it here? Do I not have it on here?
What
Regent's
is
Cutter.
this?
Regent's Cutter.
Oh, yes.
Oh, this is
We just went from one thing to another. We have not sat down to like,
Never
look at
even
this.
looked at that
I
thing.
mean, hey,
Yeah.
like, if you guys are wanting to sit down, like, I have plenty.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no. So she's gonna set out. I believe this was from Rahad.
Yes, it was from Mahadin. I believe
Yeah.
this was his.
Yes, it was his second weapon. It wasn't that motherfucking dagger.
Yeah, let me just find his sheet.
Yeah, it was the other thing he used, but it hurt. It hurt a lot.
As soon as it comes out, Fisk perks up and looks at it, and his eyes are quickly flashing back and forth between yellow and green.
Oh, we can talk about this later.
No. He's in the game now. We can't get rid of him.
Okay. Just don't give me that look, okay? Fine. Just someone look at it then.
No one identifying you?
I could
goes.
cast it again, couldn't I? It's a ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, seems to be my thing tonight. And
Order a round of shots.
You
Yep.
did, Sam.
I'm like, get me one too.
You guys see
Just
like
one.
Archie like start like to like he feels it and then like he puts it on the table like kind of happily he's been marching and then his like girlfriend kind of puts a hand on his shoulder, bends something to his ear, then his face falls and he gives a nod, what seems to be like a yes dear sort of response, and he brings the round of shots and says, Mrs. is asking if you would pay for this next time? Because the other ones were free?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
thank
pay. How much is it?
Yeah, you're no worries.
Yeah.
Let's call it friends and family discount. 3 gold per shot, sounds fine. 12
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
times
yeah,
15 actually.
Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah, I think
Oh, you.
I got it.
Are we
Yeah,
paying for?
yes.
Okay.
Let's go pass.
I need my gold right now.
Oh, no shot for Fisk.
So, you identify Regent Scatter. Regent Scatter is a short sword. It is. Let me actually get the art for it. Put it in the West Channel. We forgot you guys had this. So you guys can see Regent Scatter in the Quest channel. Upon identification, you learn that this short sword is a +1 short sword. It is capable of dealing. It deals 1d6 necrotic damage upon striking a living, upon striking a subject. And additionally, if you are evil, you will be healed by this necrotic damage.
Huh.
If you have killed a member of the family of someone that you previously killed with Regent Scatter, you can absorb a part of their soul if they fail a wisdom saving throw. The next time you die, part of the soul gets burned up, and you go to 1 HP instead. It isn't too much.
So, I'm assuming Tarm rattles this out to everyone.
Yep, I'm just like, blah, 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 and I'm like, should we fucking just destroy this thing?
You see my Vasilla like sink back like.
I'm like, what the fuck is? I've got this look of like horror that this exists.
I was really excited, but Seer, just take a sip instead. I don't want to. I don't want
Give it to the pool. We give it to the pool.
That's right. Wait, all right. You think if we put this in the pool, it'll like just turn normal, or if like it'll like do like a 180 and become a really like holy thing? I don't know how this works, but like, okay, I'm sorry. No, we should take care. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
If the pool can't make this thing go away, then it definitely needs to be destroyed anyway. That will be step 1.
I didn't even destroy anything like that.
Fisk looks at Tarm.
Great evil. Undone. Nadine is gone.
Hope is a dangerous thing. But but yes, the pool. More things than one, maybe.
It sucks. It looks so cool though. Like, it's kind of like she goes to reach to like grab it and like show it, but kind of hesitates. Like she like pokes it instead. I just didn't kind of want to use it in the middle of nowhere without really understanding it, which I'm really glad I didn't, because I don't know if I want that. That's some icky shit.
That's why you're a good one to carry butchery. It is a nice blade there.
That's a nice weapon. I don't get any sort of like bad vibes from it. Well,
Yeah. So, and you have that again, right?
yeah. It hasn't like swooped yet.
No, it
You know,
doesn't. It's not going to swoop until we run into him again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still need to use it. Just great axe is kind of hurting my back, but I can't like show it anywhere because people think I'm like a weirdo. More than enough as it is.
So it's concerning put that sword in that bag of holding. I don't think any of us even need to be carrying it.
Yeah, Yeah, let's just. Who's got the bag right now?
I think honor him.
So let's you take the sword back. I'm gonna whisper something to you.
Need to rest.
Look at the disc. You need that doll, right?
If no one else does.
I'm just a little. I'm like, I'm tired too, but I kind of hand it over to you. I think you're more tired than I am.
The character, I have 1 level of exhaustion.
Let's see here.
Anybody
Oh,
else?
I'm at 1 too. That's what. But yeah, no, you need it.
Yeah. Out of character. It's such a cool looking weapon, though. That's right up my. It's literally Art Deco the blade. Like,
Deco the blade.
it's so cool. All right.
I don't know. That scimitar. That's a nice weapon. I think that's
Priscilla,
going to be
did you
important.
see the thing I whispered to you? Sorry.
No. Wait. Let me check. Oh, is it in game? Like, let me see.
Roll
Here.
20.
In roll 20.
Yes.
In roll 20. Okay. All right.
Just- Fisk is like, soon's like heavy hands like on him. Still. Soon definitely seems to have gotten pretty drunk. Probably over relied on Archibald's charity a little bit too much. Alright. Okay, Priscilla, you know for a moment that maybe you could do something with this. You know, like you've heard in the past of evil weapons being used for good, but then kind of shake the thought from your head. You know, I'm not sure if you want to mess with this or not. It is a very powerful weapon. It's legendary, as it says in the quest channel.
Mhm.
But
Yeah. She picks up to a second at honor and splendor at the bag. She looks at it. It's like, oh no, ew, get this thing away. And you see her like hold it by like the tip, like a bag of dog poop, and like drops it in the bag. Ugh. Ugh.
here, like,
Yeah.
like the sound of wind being sliced as it drops in the bag, just from how sharp it is.
Ooh, that's. I think I'll stick with my long swords. Thank you. It's kind of cool though. Yeah, like as she's like kind of admitting it's cool. She looks eyeballs this like. That's a joke. So
Slowly return green from yellow.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Let me see. Is there anything else the party would like to identify while they're having a bit of a down moment? Downtime? Downtime.
I said, honor him. Do you want to look at these herb packs? You think they're good as they are? I don't want to take chances with this shit.
I'll take a quick look at them.
Yeah, I've been staring at swords all night. Somebody else take a shot.
yeah.
What
I
are you
could,
looking at?
He just wants to confirm they are what the other guy said they were.
The herb packs from the drugstore.
These aren't technically magical in nature. These are more, how you say, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Speed.
Herbalist.
They're more, the effects are more herbal in nature and more, you know, as far as you can say, medical science, maybe?
Nature check, medicine check. To...
All natural
Play a
speed.
nature check,
Gotcha. Yeah.
Nature check.
Yeah. Still like looking over like
Oh.
from eyeballing it, does it seem like anything she grew up with?
Give me a nature check. Nature check with advantage, Priscilla. Honor him. Or history, whichever you choose. Honor him. Kinda, this doesn't look magical, and you remember that part of his production process was him spitting in it like 3 times.
Yeah.
It just looks like, green wet paste. Vasilla, yes, you do like from the smell, you do recognize that your people were, like while they did use potions, potions were expensive, difficult, and lengthy to make. And with the right knowledge and the right attitude, and if you're a druid and you understand what you're doing, awakening a little bit of that willfulness of nature, of the grass and trees and roots to heal the world and keep it going, makes it so that you can use it to heal yourself, protect yourself from the effect of from the bites of were creatures. From what you know, when one is bitten by a were creature, they have a fairly short window of time to, as it were, protect themselves. It is basically a disease before it becomes a full-on curse. So that first up to a minute or so is very important to determining what's going to happen.
She motions on him to like pass over the pace, and she's like, you see her like looking at it like under her nose, like it's antibiotical. I've seen something similar to this. It depends on what you're trying to like protect or ward against. There's kind of like she sees her still looking at it. There's a general brand of herbalist shit that I don't really know off the top of my head, but it's about like warding against immediate infection, and this is kind of what it is. This is more like a buffer agent. It's kind of nice. It's better though. I mean, it's gonna do the job, and I'll trust Barovians to make ones that protect and werewolves. So, well, I can tell, looks legit. Yeah. She wasn't seeing. What else did we get? It was the it was the tobacco, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
this herbal speed kind of.
Yeah, she kind of looks at it, it's like, let me see. I'm not gonna smoke it, I just wanna take a look.
Rub it in my gums a little.
Yeah. Let me check this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I new blood rotation.
Priscilla is found dead in Miami.
I'm just
That got
thinking,
me.
it's like an hour later, we're all like smoked, and it's like, bro, this shit puts you in water deep. What the fuck?
I mean, you could. There's enough for like probably all of you in there.
We gotta save this for rotation or something. But she eyeballs it, it's like, and she sniffs it and just recoils a bit, like, ooh. All right, yeah.
Shit's strong.
Yeah, whoever's gonna smoke this, I hope you don't plan on thinking for the rest of the day, alright?
That'll be what we do after we're done with whatever the fuck this is. If we live, whoever's left smokes it.
She kind of twirls her fingers and hands it back. Well, my idea, we all get our asses out, we'll pass it around. How about that?
Deal.
I don't think any of you are ready for that, though. All right.
And it is time to sleep.
So with that, the party begins to you know, like it has gotten late as you guys discussing the things you have there. You guys notice that when you're casting magic, some people are kind of throwing you wary looks, but nothing, you know, near to what you guys got, you know, in Valaki and Lilborovia.
It's like, well, if it works, it works.
Yeah, basically, it seems to be, yeah, these people are a lot more, how you say,
Open, indifferent.
if it's useful, they don't mind as much.
A little indifferent, you know.
I blatantly
Still-
look at every one of them until they make eye contact with me, even in the quickest way. From person to person to person as I go.
Use thaumaturgy to give yourself glowing green eyes, babe. True thought shit.
Slam all the window shutters for no reason.
It's more glances, but you know, like you catch the eye of a couple of them. What are you trying to do?
No, we were just shit posting. Just like
oh,
talking.
okay, okay, no worries.
Yeah.
I think we'll take this moment to take a quick, let's call it 10-minute break.
Sure.
Thank you.
No worries.
I'll actually be off. I don't want to screw up the.
So you guys are heading for bed?
Yes, we are.
We're asleep.
Right, I actually made a little room.
Aww.
So decided because I was like, oh, if it's a tavern, they would probably have a guest room.
Yeah.
At least
Isn't-
one.
Isn't that convenient?
Awesome.
What am I except, you know, the kindest and most convenient campaign storyteller? I think like this is a story of convenience after convenience.
Oh yes.
Well, Jesus Christ, Honorim, hold on. No, wait, stop. Christ. Let me indicate what the damn door is. There we go.
The door was open.
Well, Honorim just like breaks into a run, like goes, okay, here's the door, right over here, guys.
I need to sleep.
And realizing that the banana cladding like was actually drawn up the door. As you open the door, you see. Waiting for you to open the door.
Me?
Oh, are you unable to open the door?
No,
Oh, it's locked.
It's locked. Yeah.
It's like,
I knock on the door.
Okay. It does not want to open for me. It pops
Should
open,
unlock.
open and shut. Open and shut. It just shuts itself. I'm like,
wait, I gotcha. Boom. Fuck. Boom. Oh,
Try
wait.
that.
Oh, it's a timer. You gotta jump in before. Yeah!
it's an automatic door. Okay. One of
What
those
is
Star
this,
Trek
Target?
doors in the dungeon.
It's the blast doors.
You enter. You see a young man looking down, blood dripping from his neck
No.
onto a pool on the floor. You see Strad Bonzovich sitting at the table, opening cards, putting down Tarokadic cards. Right over here, Fisk. I need to change the
No!
Good evening, Grey Company.
Vasilla immediately flips into oh shit mode.
Pardon the intrusion. I merely stopped by to discuss something with you, and I'm afraid I got a little bit peckish on the way. He gestures to the young man who gives a. Don't worry. I didn't resurrect him as a vampire. He's a mere blood ghoul. He will take care of his own mess. Please. Gestures and several comfortable chairs appear. Have a seat.
I remain standing.
I just sit. Sure,
Where
which
did the chairs
closest?
appear? Where did the chairs appear, Daniel?
Here and here. That's a chair mimic. Don't worry about it.
I was like, what the hell is that?
It's a chair bear. Get it? Care bear, chair bear.
Get out from under the chair.
No,
Stop
I
stealing
took a
Fizz's
seat.
stick.
He gave it to me. I'm keeping it.
These are extremely comfortable and made, you can tell, made by the most highest of craftsmanship. If anybody, he chuckles as he really watches you Fisk move away. The young man seems to be Kreskian, and it's going to be older than 19, 20. Strad. You guys see Strad is doing something strange. He keeps putting down the cards in a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In a way you've seen before, this is how Madame Eva opened the deck as well. And every time he opens them, one of the cards changes. And like his usual, very, how you say, oppressive self, Start seems contemplative. It's why I'm using it for that. So you guys wanna get a better look at that? Here it is.
What actually has you concerned? Because that concerns me.
What has me concerned is the fact that I might lose some of the more interesting playthings I've had in a long time. Look at you, Fisk, and nice to you. Good to see you again, Master Fisk. Just you and the Javier are getting along like a house on fire.
Say anything?
I was always fond of that phrase, as it implies that you're not getting along that well at all. One does not wish for the house to be on fire. This is why I like outsiders so much. Even your language presents entertainment. You go to attack the abbot now, aren't you?
You wouldn't think that was obvious?
I am merely giving you the charity of pretending that you are capable of discussing your plans without the Lord Strahd Still,
Did I even look like I was hiding anything?
please, Master Tarmagen, let us do away this tired charade of dick measuring. I've had enough of it when I was in the army.
I mean it. What do you need?
What I need... Oh, well... I want you to survive. That's the first thing I want.
Trying.
The abbot will not go down easily, and has taken steps against your tactics. Suspecting, I believe, that you will one day come back to assault him for your different outlooks. On the grand scale of things, the abbot has ceased to entertain. And should he choose to move against me, well, it would be a thorn in my side. He is powerful, and I make no secret of the fact that even I would suffer before eventually defeating him, although it will leave me weakened. He's an angel after all. David. A powerful one. Too powerful for you to defeat. But Lord Strahd is kind. I'll reach into his coat, taking out what seems to be a small stone figurine. The stone figurine shows a woman in prayer. She covered in a shawl. There is a ruby, rough and uncut, almost like somebody pushed it with strength into the stone. There's a ruby blade extracting from the top of her head. It looks like it could function as a dagger. This is the dagger of the repentant. Should he fall, the abbot will simply regenerate eventually. He is a holy creature that has tied himself to the pool, and while the pool exists, we can be reborn of it. This will cut his tie to the pool, allowing you to dispatch him. He has outlived his entertainment for me. In your mind, Fisk, following. Oh, a moment. But he's holding it out. Master Fisk, I believe this will suit you the best. The dagger floats from Strahd's hand over to Fisk, gently turning over and over in the air. Despite the rough craftsmanship of the way the ruby was shoved like through the little figurine, the figurine itself is magnificent. You can tell that a very steady hand, a very practiced one, created it. The item is obviously magical.
Let's go grab it out of the air and walk over to honor him. Hand it to him. So wait, this is a dagger
This is his dagger.
that he's sending, not the statue.
The statue is the dagger is like the little figurine, and
And is
the
that-
ruby, the blade is made of ruby, and there's like a little ruby like shoved through roughly into the figurine's heart.
Got it.
Yeah, the figurine's kind of like the handle.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll hand it to honor. And I just look back to Strahd. Sit. Wait.
There is another matter. You are in possession of Rahadin's favorite blade, the one gifted to him by my father upon his adoption into our family. I would like it back, please.
I sure as hell don't want it.
A
Yeah.
joyous occasion. I'm sure he would love to have it back. He holds out a clawed hand.
Honorham has the bag, so
Yeah, Vasil like takes it out and kind of the same posture as before, like warily holds it by like the handle and just hands it back to him. Like she steps up cautiously to hand it and then retreats.
Strahd takes Regent Carter and see him with a finger along the blade, and you guys can hear like screaming of women come from it. His greatest act of loyalty is still within the blade. Thank you. I will be able to resurrect him closer to what he was. So I'm afraid that at the moment his soul has become a little bit twisted from his long and natural existence. This will happen.
It's a shame.
Yes, it is. Well, I shall take up your time no longer.
at that point I kind of roll out that noble candy stuff. I'm like, you want some of this?
Very kind of you. Certainly. I gladly accept. It has been a while since I've enjoyed these things. They can't really affect me anymore. But I still can enjoy their scent. A time from when I was still alive. Before my brother betrayed me. Before the dark forces of this land took it upon themselves to punish punish me so unjustly.
Not even this. God, it sucks to be you. And I don't mean that in an insolent way. That's horrific.
I am trying to go slice the door. As you do so, it seems that the people in the tavern are under like this stupor. No one, it's like they're kind of just staring ahead, half asleep. Soon, however, is snoring normally. The giant sleep. Whether you live tomorrow or not, I know the time approaches when you will challenge me. You started out as playthings. Now you are playmates. But to me, this is all still just play. Perhaps one day you will go large enough to step off the board. I look forward to that day.
All right. I guess I'll see you there.
I wish you luck tomorrow. I will be watching to see how it all turns out.
Those words appreciated. Yeah.
It's to you in somewhat of a surprise, Priscilla, as you speak.
She feels like she immediately regrets what she said.
You seem a strong woman. What has happened to you, my dear, if I may ask?
Well,
Meanwhile, as he passes by, like you see one of his footsteps in the puddle of blood, and he looks down. Oh. And the blood girl, the young man, like goes to the floor, like begins like licking the blood off his boot, and then like sucking the blood out of the carpet, like with such fervor. That like the blood is like getting sucked out. Still fresh. It hasn't really had time to stain the carpet pretty much. Pardon me, you were saying?
oh, I don't know. Well, I guess it's Barovia then. I don't know what else to say.
Indeed. Very insightful, I suppose. Perhaps when you've grown wiser and experienced pain like I have, you could be useful in breaking this curse. But for now, Stradvon Zdarovich bids you good night. And with that, disappears, enveloped by mist. The blood ghoul continues sucking the blood from the floor for a moment. Finish it up until it's done, like, with such fervor, with like, so much fervor. Its own blood, really. When he's done, grabs his own head and as he pulls his head off of its shoulders, the spine dangling for a moment, and then turns to dust. A little soft pile of dust in the middle of the room.
At the last statement, there's a little bit of a look of contempt on her face. But then she kind of like snaps out of it at the spine crack and just looks at the carpet. So much fucking cleanup. Do you have a dustbin or some shit?
Armington just goes, "Oh, look at me! I can pull my head off."
I'm going to bed.
Are you all done smoking your peace pipe?
I wish it
Not
was
as good
us.
as I remember it. Rova even messes that up.
This goes over to the Hiroka cards on the table and looks at them. What cards are showing?
Ooh, all right. Can't show him. Oh. Oh, this isn't the computer that has the colored ones. God damn it. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
That's fine.
Guys.
I still have.
Our Barovia blunts are saved! Yes! Oh, I thought you smoked them! Oh my god!
Alright. The cards shown are. Let me just see here. The wizard. The beast. The necromancer. The broken one.
Broken one?
Broken one. And the innocent.
In that order?
Do not like this imagery.
Varys is gonna ask Fist, does this mean something to you?
Here we go.
This one was drawn for us.
And I'll point to the broken one. Oh, the hooded one.
Oh, no, I mistaken because I was looking at the hooded one. It is the broken one. Sorry. There's two cards with a one in the name.
I'll point to the broken one.
The wizard, the beast, the beast, and the broken one. The rest of the cards are they're in a pile. The deck seems to be very fresh, in great condition. Meanwhile, you guys hear, you realize now, but you guys hear like conversation begin to resume within the tavern.
That's kind of Mava.
God, I wish I knew what this meant.
But right, he drew some fucking cards. I only see this shit.
Are they magical?
Honor, does this mean anything to you?
Detect magic and identify.
Cards?
Mm-hmm.
Or on the figurine?
Yes.
Detecting magic, the cards do not seem to be magical in nature. The figurine dagger is, however. And saying cast identify. As far as you can tell, this is a what's the tune? Dagger will always come back to the hand it left. Basically, as a bonus action, you can wish that you can will the dagger back to your hand. When you plunge it into a celestial creature, it will sever their silver thread. Now, celestial creatures are different. They don't have souls per se. They are whatever they are in its entirety. The silver thread connects them to, as it were, their lord. The source of their power, or to whatever it is that they bound themselves to. Thirdly, if you stab yourself with this dagger, in your heart, killing yourself, and then somebody else takes the dagger and stabs it into themselves, they will gain your life. Not certain what this means.
Well, what?
If you
When you
okay, sorry,
if
I
you
misspoke.
plunge the dagger into your
I
heart,
misspoke.
kill
Yeah,
yourself.
I misspoke. So like that's in any heart. So like if Fisk stabs Vasilla and stabs himself in the heart, Fisk, you will take Vasilla's essence into yourself.
Please don't, but that's cool.
I will
Don't know.
mention that to the clan.
Oh, that's
That's a lot of trust.
yeah. Where the hell does he find this shit in the first place?
Let's put that in the bag for
Yeah.
now, till we need it.
Are we gonna need it tomorrow?
Give it to Fisk. Just in case. You might want to hold on to it.
Look at Fisk, looking at his eyes, particularly, and I'm like, do you want to hold it?
Shiny.
Should. We should.
Yeah.
It's there for you.
Yeah, I've traded one fucked up weapon for another.
Still take it and kind of tuck it in the small of his back. Under the cloak.
I could honor him like these cards. Do they mean anything to you?
Do they if I take a look at them?
You can so yeah. You look at the cards, but on them you not a Vistani, you weren't really trained or told what the significance of each card is. However, you can roll me a history check to try to guess, at least, based on what they'll show. That's a biggie.
Can we all make a history check since we're all looking at him?
Yeah, certainly.
That we know what the broken one is. And the
Yeah.
beast, right? Was that one of the ones we had? The beast?
Good question.
Nat
I feel
20.
like
It's
I could've sworn a pendant, but
it's
not
in
there.
the party notebook. Party notes. I think it's like the very last thing, so it's easy to
Yes.
find. Yep.
You guys had the trader, the missionary, the charlatan, and broken one, and the beast. Based on these
Yeah, the
history
beast,
checks,
okay.
you
Yeah.
guys remember that the location of each card also had some significance to what it dictated. You remember that specifically these cards were meant. So Madame Ava claimed that only the Vistani matriarchs would be able to truly use them to look into the future and mystify it, basically. Just by the act of looking, a certainty becomes an uncertainty. The certain depths became uncertain. Still likely, but first card total of history. Second, of a powerful force for good and protection. The third, a card of power. 4, a card of an ally. And 5, the card of the enemy. So the card of knowledge, the card of good, card of power, card of the ally, and the card of the enemy. It's not like this is something you know for certain, but this is a rough estimation that you're making based on the limited the one Toroko reading you had. Which means I'm hoping to put this in place.
So what do we do with these?
No, I don't know.
My roll, I have no idea what these cards say. It's just like a bunch of cards. So it's like,
Well, sorry, like the wizard
Yeah, yeah.
usually indicates knowledge. Beast, well, the card of the beast is pretty scary.
well, see, I read that. I read the cards that you had in the list, and it was like, nope.
The mists would probably indicate
Yeah.
obfuscation. The broken one.
Yeah, it's
Well, a lot of people in the world could fit in that description. Probably someone who was hurt, deformed, or twisted as form. He mentioned Rahadin being twisted, broken. Kind of putting 2 and 2 together. Maybe this is what he was doing, and the card showed him that his ally was the broken one. Would be referring to Rahadin. Probably. And the innocent. Card of the enemy. You're assuming it could refer to you guys. Although, Stad must have many enemies.
You see Vasila looking at it, and just something in her expression changes to something more melancholic, I guess.
Just looks at everybody.
We remember that placement.
Well. I gotta deal with the last two, maybe.
And if everybody, he moves to pick up all the cards. And takes all of them, puts them in his pouch.
Termgen, as he's doing that, really quickly jots down the pattern they're laid in his notes. Been a while since I used these.
Fisk, do you like to play cards?
Eight.
You hate to play cards. You picked up the cards.
I've never played.
Fisk, Varys is gonna pull out a deck of cards and lay it on the table and say, "Do you want to play cards?"
Just looks at him.
Not those cards.
The Strahd's cards, huh?
Strahd was looking at Taroka. We're not Taroka.
Fair enough. Varys will put the cards back in his pocket.
We'll be here if he wants to play.
As the encounters strangeness dies down, you guys find yourselves fairly exhausted. You guys, do you guys start your longest, or is there anything you guys would like to do before that?
Room's gonna crash. That's all there is to it.
All
It's
right.
going out.
All right. As always, guys, who has the install?
I handed it to Fisk. I think we all agreed it was handed to Fisk, right?
I shot you that message, DM.
Second.
Makes a difference.
So was it on? Let me see.
You said
we
you
have-
double check.
Yeah, I'm checking.
Good. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Doesn't matter either way. I just kind of need to know,
Yeah.
and I can't ever tell anymore. So
Yeah, no worries.
Just throws it at me. I keep throwing it back at him. Keeps throwing it back at me.
Bless you.
Oh my god. I think I threw my back with that one. I'll let you know in a sec, Fisk, once I find it. For now, I think it's yes. I should have pinned the damn thing. All right. So, anything else before you guys going to bed?
and with that, Fisk once Tarm was out, Fisk would go over and tuck it into his arm.
Sorry.
It's okay, Archie.
Right. Guys, go ahead and place yourselves where you would sleep. Archie has kindly put out a bunch of how you say. I didn't have enough bed, but they had some extra carpets and pillows and such that are all over the place. Imagine you guys like prestidigitate or
Just
go
get
sweep
comfy as
away
we can
the,
and
the
yeah.
dust of the poor man.
Just takes a couple of the rugs and puts them in front of the fireplace. Just lays down.
Alright. So, with that, I believe we will start our long rest.
Yay!
Okay. So you guys a lot of fire today, yeah?
We're all gonna get like nightmares, and it's gonna take the whole session.
Bella, start with you.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fisk has the doll.
Arm has the doll.
Tom has the doll.
Yeah, he
Soon as,
put it on me.
as soon as Fisk saw he was asleep, he would have gone over and tucked it in.
Oh, that's something I forgot to say. If you have any inspiration points and you would fail, would you like to use one?
Kind of like put it in stock.
Yeah, like I think that was something we mentioned on Friday that I would ask. And
Huh? Do what?
if you have any inspiration points, like would you like to use them in case you failed? So, because I can't tell you if you failed or not until it's obvious.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I don't have any anyway, so I'm good.
Yeah, me neither. High five.
I would use Favor of the Gods first.
Fate points. Nobody has any that they're willing to use. Anything at all?
Nope.
Have them? Wow.
I mean, I do, but no.
All right. Okay, Fisk. What's favorite of the gods? How does it work again?
Roll 2d4. Add it
Right.
to the throw.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, what am I rolling to you again?
You don't need to roll anything. I was
It's
just
blind
asking you
rolling, yeah.
in case you fail. Like, would you want to
Okay.
use? Right. So I'm just going to take a little screenshot here.
Proof.
Or maybe I'm messing with you all. Who knows? Maybe I just said that. And there's no reason why. No, there's a good reason why. Because I'm just going to put it in the VC channel, so you guys can understand. Pretty much. Normally I wouldn't tell you, but
Yeah!
literally almost all of you failed
called
except
it!
for Fist.
Settle in, guys. It's going to be a
Bro.
roller coaster ride.
Damn, bro. Am I a Vistani? Ooh, shit.
Alright,
Get
so Anrem,
Everyone fails.
except for Fisk and Tarmogen.
Oh, man. Actually,
I believe
I'm
because
not gonna
Tarmogen
do it.
has the doll and Fisk, you said you'd use your thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything now, but like in the future, I have a superiority die feature that allows me to use it on like saves.
Actually,
Could
can you
I-
use that when you're unconscious?
Let's see if it specifies.
Yeah, so that was more towards Fisk, but let me see.
Oh.
It's
It doesn't say. No. Alright.
yeah, it's from the gods, right? That's the theory. That's the theory behind it.
Anrem, because you rolled a natural one. That means that yours is especially spicy.
It's so much for a rest, bro.
I'm sorry, Kev. I feel so bad. But hey, them's the breaks. Alright. Let me see now. Kev, in your dream, the abbot, you and your friends, it feels like you guys wake up and you guys face off against the abbot, except this is, like you felt so invincible for so long, but with Fisk's death, that confidence has been shaken. Fisk is back, yes, but who's to say that you guys can all be killed again? You find yourself attempting to cast spells at the abbot, but spellcasting is a mental thing, and confidence has been so shaken, nothing comes out. You know those dreams where, like, you can do something, where you can fly, and then as soon as you try to consciously do it, like, you stop being able to? That's basically what it feels like, and you try in frustration. Combatic orb, dissonant whispers, shield, feather, missed a step. Magic missile! And Anrem, you cast magic missile at let me see.
Please don't be me.
I'm rolling a d5. A d6,
Please.
sorry, and then do a -1.
Please don't be
2.
me.
Let me see. What order do you guys appear in? And the thing. He can't be himself, but right. Anrem, could you please give me a first level magic missile?
Level 5.
It's gonna be me, isn't it?
What did
Hit
you
us
say? I
all,
missed it.
all at once.
What did you say? I
Multiple
missed
times.
it. Go ahead and roll it, Anrem.
Minimum.
Alright, so because of the finger that you have, it counts as second level, so that's gonna be 2. Wow! That was lucky. 2 times 4 is 8, so Darwin, you're awoken from your sleep by and like
I
you
have a
see
question.
Anrem.
Do I have to be conscious for the shield spell to work?
Yes.
Yeah.
You do.
You do? All right, because it's a reaction. So,
Yeah, it's a reaction, but you're asleep. You can't take reactions when you're asleep.
okay. All right. So, how many points of damage was that?
8.
I think that's kind of lame, honestly.
And
Okay.
Anrem, you take a level of exhaustion. Vasilla, you remember the way Strahd looked at you, and there was a tone of revulsion you can put up with, pity, mixed with this tinge of disgust. You monster! How dare you? How dare you? And you look at yourself like, you look at Strahd and says, "You poor, pitiful, ugly thing." And you look at yourself and you're like this monster, and you begin to grow like these teeth, like you turn into a shark tiger form and begin to grow teeth like through your lips, through your mouth. And like, ah! And you roar. And Vasilla, you take a level of exhaustion as well. Fisk, for you. Wait, no, I see you saved. Never mind. Varys, you remember. For you, you've been trying to take your mind off it, but you remember the image that Danan holding your father's head. Man who taught you how to pull a bow. Man you always thought was so strong and graceful and noble. Nothing could take him down. The man has participated in taking down ancient dragons, for God's sake. And here he was, a lump of flesh. Everything he ever was or will be, reduced to a rotting face and an unfunctioning brain, dripping with spinal fluid, handled by a maniac. Your father's eyes meet yours, Varys. Look at you, and they're filled with disappointment, disgust. As your father's mouth is moving, you don't want to hear what he has to say. You scratch out your ears, and you scream. Varys, you take a level of exhaustion as well. I believe that's everybody. Aside from that, Damagen, you sleep like a goddamn baby.
Well, except for this magic missile in the ass.
There's a magic missile in the ass, yeah, pretty much. So just a heads up. So
damn it, honor him, and then he goes back to sleep.
Yeah. So that doesn't. So that's just a reminder that doesn't heal. Yeah, that doesn't heal.
Yeah.
Fisk. Yeah, you push Damagen, like you managed to push honor him back to his bed, like take his spell stuff away, and that morning arrives, and everyone a little bit more tired. Now, but anyone has 3 or more level of exhaustion at the moment?
No, in fact, I have none.
I think the most anyone has is 2.
Alright, sounds good. Just a reminder is that 2 means that you have disadvantage on skill checks, which does include initiative, and -1 on DCs and attacks.
Oh, that's right. We're doing the bump. Ah, yeah.
Damagen immediately, as he wakes up, he holds it up, he goes, "I'm good. If anybody needs it at all, take it."
No good morning, no nothing. Just, I'm good! Yeah, like, as you guys call out, I'm good, echoes in the room, like, it seems that everybody else is not so good. It doesn't seem that you can see, like, by the dark circles under their eyes, except for Fisk. They probably didn't sleep too well.
It's not good for you. We got any time to sleep in, though. Fuck. We just have to make do for today.
I just hold it up. Whoever takes it, takes it. All right.
Right, honor me, check the potion. And yeah, with the morning comes a new sense of, well, purpose. Xavier is there in the back of your mind, Fisk. Speaking of, it's almost like he's speaking to himself. You realize he's singing what sounds like a hymn or prayer of some sort. You guys can hear cold wind outside. It seems, from the looks of it by the window, it seems that there's been some snowfall throughout the night.
wake up and just start doing our normal morning routine. Only this time in a room. Yeah, well, at least we're not outside on the ground.
As you guys are speaking, as you guys are all, kind of gathering yourselves, taking your equipment back up, soon enters. He looks fresh as a daisy. Probably all that alcohol he drank helped him. Though he does, fresh as a daisy. No, never mind. He is hungover to shit. Fuck me. Well, some of you look as good as I feel, so at least I'm not alone in that.
Fuck.
How
Man.
you fellas doing?
Shit, and more shit.
Alright.
She like stands up and like rubs her eyes.
Anyone here willing to cut my head off? I don't think I want to put up with it anymore.
Yeah, let's go pound metal against things. Sounds
Yeah.
like fun.
Hey, Tom, you have, chat with the gods and such, right? Can you do something about this hangover?
Oh, hell yeah. And I hand him whatever the one that's, best for that to him from those herbal patches.
Fortunately, you're fairly sure they don't, he kind of looks at the face like, do I eat this, or what is this shit?
Honor him. You looked at this. How does it work? Does this help him?
No.
This is topical.
Yeah. You hear Vasila gross like, "That wrong fucking paste. That's not gonna
Hey.
help."
I don't do this shit. Just 'cause I know where to buy it doesn't mean I use it. Put it back away.
Ah.
A moment, zip zip.
Darm, you're a fucking cleric or some shit, pal. Can't you heal him?
Come on, buddy.
Unless cure disease handles hangovers, I don't think so.
Shit. Ah, well, I guess I'll just put up with it.
The dog.
Can I roll an Arcana check at disadvantage to see if that's actually the case?
Sure. I would say not with disadvantage, like regular.
I got exhaustion.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would say normally because of your upbringing.
Yeah. Alcoholism.
That's a restoration should help. It removes poison. Alcohol's a poison.
Yeah. All right. You see her like she's staying back down, kind of like giving her a second before she needs to actually get up. There's a spell thing, lesser restoration or whatever is the equivalent. Something about.
You're dancing outside the circle of what I know. Sorry.
Well, you're one hell of a cleric. Oh.
Fine. I'll ask Archie if it can help me.
That man should know.
God. That stuff he gives out is strong. I'm just about ready to pull my own head off.
Oh, guy's
Yeah,
kind of
kinda like
badass
looked
in his
each
own
o-
way, and he laughs.
You guys gonna look to each other? Ooh, Soon, exits. So you guys can hear him going to speak with Archie, greet him cheerfully. What are you guys doing in the meantime?
So what are we doing?
You're just gonna look over to Fisk, not Fisk. You got any-
With everything, you see him checking his stuff, making sure everything's packed up. And then he goes over to the door and he just sits and looks at it. and you see his tail flick every once in a while.
As soon as my gear is ready, I just kind of go and I stand next to him, ready to wait for everybody else to. I'm like, this is where we're going now?
That guy's collected bassoon, who seems to have received healing from Archie. Eat a good breakfast. Once again, on the house, it seems the missus is still asleep. And Archie wishes you well. You step into the cold seats of Kresk, your feet crunching into snow that fell during the night.
Just looks at Honorum.
Any message, Burgomaster? We're ready. Is he?
I'll have to go to his house, say hello. I swapped it out.
Do you guys go to the Burgomaster's mansion?
Yes.
Right.
With us.
I think that's the wrong map.
Ah!
Oh,
Oh, it is the
Oh,
wrong map.
that
It
was.
is the
I
wrong
remember this. This was my nightmare. Yeah. Ha! I
It's the wrong
remember like
map.
it was
Where is the
yesterday.
right one? There it is.
I think that's the wrong map.
No, that was the right one.
No. Ah,
Yes.
good times.
Yeah, we're just not outside.
The guys get greeted and invited into the dining room where the Burgomaster and his family are dining. Actually, he'll go and meet you outside. He doesn't want to interrupt.
Oh, okay.
You guys can see that it's not his portions. The food here is just as simplistic and meager as the one that Archie had to offer you. While he shared what he had, Archie's trying to share what he has freely. He doesn't have much. The Burgomaster looks. First time we've seen him, looks a little bit ashamed. You have kind of got the impression that that was the trying to avoid for you guys seeing his table. How bad it was. Well. Good morrow, gentlemen. Watcher. This one goes. Kind of looks at him, then gives him a nod. So, what have you decided?
We're gonna go make some noise, so it may get loud.
I see. In that case, I can put my men on standby to help with getting the food out.
Mm-hmm.
They will be in disguise.
Yeah, just be ready to do whatever it is you think you need to do. I'll trust you. You trust me.
Indeed. Though, after what you said yesterday, I'll admit I've lost confidence. A little bit.
Well, then it's better if you stay, because if we die, you can keep going.
I myself will stay. That was always something that was planned.
Of course.
I will, if it comes to it, I will have to deny any knowledge or association with you. If the abbot proves victorious, I hope you understand.
Why do you think we didn't plan anything with you? We're good.
Yeah.
Besides, we'll be dead.
Yeah.
No reason for you to have to suffer.
Not the first under the table shit I've had to do. But we'll live, I think.
Anything we should know about as we're heading up there about now?
Yes. Since last you've been there, it was reported that my spies reported that the abbot has left the abbey several times, and that he's been sending out his flying disciples more often. That was up until a few days ago, when they've brought with them some manner of large creature. My spies could not tell what it was, as it was obscured by cloth and hoods.
Ah, fuck.
Be careful.
Mm-hmm. And I guess one more thing. Yeah, it's got a little sprout little girl running around there too. I know she's strong, but I don't think she'll cause you trouble. But she sees him like a father, so keep that in mind.
Looks from person to person.
There are innocents involved in this, even up in the Abbey.
You haven't really
We are going
explained
to
to me
protect
what this is all about, but whatever it's you decide, I have your backs.
Mm-hmm.
Just know that I won't kill anybody innocent.
No, but I may put somebody innocent in your hands to protect.
Hey, that's fine with me, man.
All right. That's not the game we play.
Soon taps his axe on his shoulder heartily. So, who are we bullying today?
Point at Fisk. I'm like, ask him.
At Fisk? Alright. Fisk, sorry buddy, I like you, but
No,
orders are
ask him.
orders.
He can tell you more than I can. I'm just along for this ride.
Right.
His eyes flash from yellow to green a couple of times. And then flash to yellow.
Abbot no longer deserves to call himself angel. He would fall.
That fella you're talking about. Right. Well,
His eyes flash to green.
Would go. The abbot is broken.
well, if this man's evil, if this angel's not so angelic anymore, well, I never fought a celestial. One thing to cross off the list. Let's go.
Fisk looks to Dimitri. Green eyes.
His men ready. Keep them out of the way.
Well, men will climb the cliff on the opposite side. While you are distracting the abbot and his forces, they will infiltrate where we believe him to be storing food. They'll remove as much of it as they can.
I don't know what you know. I trust you. Do what you need to do.
We believe it to be stored in the southern tower in the basement.
Okay. Gentlemen, we fight in the north. Keep his attention there.
In the morning, Lord, light your path. I wish you all luck. Until holding his hands behind his back, and does his holiness.
So, who's ready to commit blasphemy?
Let's do it!
I work with lunatics. All right. Let's go.
The best kind of people to walk with are lunatics. If you don't go a little bit crazy, you don't achieve anything in life.
Half right.
Soon, along with the party, you guys begin making your way up the trail. You guys pass the guards. And begin making the climb up the mountain path up to the abbey. As you guys climb, the weather gets colder and colder, harsher and harsher. But I believe you guys all have cold weather gear.
Yep.
So you guys are fine. It takes it a bit of part of the morning. But I don't believe you guys have your horses. I don't believe you guys are riding your horses up there. Unless you are, in which case...
No, we're just walking.
Just walking. And that you guys arrive the third time at the abbey. Just as you guys arrive at the abbey, it's just about 10 a.m. The front gate is locked. You can see however, you can see peering above it in the guard station a couple of the Belleviews, the clan that the abbot is taken under his wing, and that you also with the help of the Silica, you convinced not to destroy. They peer at you from their hoods. You were told not to return.
We have business.
You were told not to return. Leave.
Why don't you get your boss?
You were told not to return. Leave. One of them seems to have a little bit of a quaver when he says that. If anybody wants to roll insight, go ahead. In fact, I'd say both Honorim and Tom and Fisk have passive insight that's like high enough to realize that he's really unsure of what he's saying. Tom, you guys feel like with a bit of whittling you could probably work something out here.
Can't get a read on this guy. I just kind of look at everybody. What's our play here?
Well, didn't you guys say that you saved these jackasses from their own boss? Hey, you! Where's your goddamn gratitude? But I... Roll persuasion.
Clearly should be me.
Try again.
Hey, it's
Listen, get your goddamn boss.
I wanted to speak with the manager.
That's perception.
Oh, I'm sorry. Persuasion. There we go. Yeah.
Only because you saved my sister, I will go. The other one looks at him and caws back. Hiss. A small growl, but he doesn't move. He does so.
I sense some tension. This is going to be fun.
What's that for fucking fun? Ah.
A few minutes later, You guys hear a heavy footfall, and the door opens. You guys see Vasilika, who looks surprised and pleased to see you guys. Oh, Tomajan, Anaheim, everyone. It's so good to see you again. Vasila,
Oh,
Varys, and I'm afraid I don't know. Bassoon's the name, miss. Are you the abbot?
No, this is her daughter. She's a lovely girl.
she kind of leans back to like, this is who I was talking about earlier.
Oh, right. Oh, it is nice to meet you, sir. Bassoon, she gives a polite and deep bow. Bassoon kind of raises a... Well... Please follow me. We just had some guests, but... my father is a bit busy at the moment, but I think he might not be allowed into the inner castle. But, I
You
think
may
I'll
not be
speak to-
pleased to see me. Just be ready.
I know, but we are all servants of good. I know that your hearts are good. You helped stop him from making a terrible mistake. I know that you and him didn't see eye to eye then, but I know him better than anyone else. He regrets what he did. He wishes that your paths did not collide.
He has taken care of my friends. That carries a weight.
As Bassoon and Vasila kind of tail from the back, he kind of see, oddly enough, like from under her hood, a slowly growing look of guilt as they continue.
Yeah, Bassoon also looks like unsure about all of this. Like he doesn't really know completely like what's. Like you guys sort of explained to him like the deal, but like you guys, as far as I'm aware, you guys didn't really say straight up, and we're going to kill the abbot.
I look at Bassoon because he's probably puzzled, and I go, "Remember what I said? We protect the innocent."
Silka
Just straight up told him.
Silka gives you a curious look.
It's our
And-
motto, my lady.
Oh, it's a good one. I suppose it's my father's as well. And that. Just wait here. Oh, she. Thompson. Please stand.
Am I in? Oh, sorry.
Jesus. I hate when it happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, there it goes. They switch back and forth. It's so annoying. We had some guests earlier last night. They were a little bit injured trying to get here. My father should be just about finished helping them. They decided to stay the night.
Really?
We'll just go and see if he's still with them. Please wait here. She'll look up. She'll knock on the door like you see like a hooded figure looking down. See several hooded figures, you know, like crossbows, like they're ready now. They open the door and she steps through. And with that, unless somebody, you know, give me a
Nope.
dexterity check over 20 or above. Sorry, over 15 and above. Try to kind of make your way through. You guys just let her go in and
I
wait
just
for
let her go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I let her go in.
Okay, making sure. The moment Vasilika's gone, guys, you guys count about 6 or 7 hooded figures on the wall.
Just standing there, casually waiting, like there's no problem in the world.
Sent you a ping, DM.
Yes. Alrighty. With that, I'm going to move you guys to the next level. Make sure that it is good. After several minutes of waiting, about 15 or so, in which case you become very aware that the cold here, even despite your clothing, it's still cold. The gate opens once again. This time, Vasilka exits it with the old woman and the young man that you saw last night. The old woman is holding Vasilka's hand and saying, "Oh, but and this is the chicken disable and this bullet." Vasilka, I'm the dizzy. The young man who's smiling at Vasilka and looks a little bit shy, like kind of goes pale as he sees all of you and steps in front of his grandmother again. Vasilka seems to say something, calming the intenses and mutters in broken Khan. Apologized me. No offended. And the old lady says, she's asking if we're here to heal our friend of his curse. Indicates first his chin.
That is no curse. That is Fisk.
Quando zijn de delle in de dushka do kulkalade. And they said that. Woo! Oh, bandido! Боже мой! I told her that something dirty that made her laugh. I don't think she believed me, but I don't think she's all there. Anyways. Face like the older woman kind of comes to, puts her hand on your cheek. On the light, Boże night, on your forehead.
Yep, we'll get you taken care of immediately, my friend. And I slap Fisk on the back.
You see her, like, for an old woman, she seems now, like, like when you saw her earlier, like yesterday, she was like kind of doddering and like, slowly in pain. She's like walking, like practically power walking, like Dr. Livesey, like dun 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 dun, like that. She has a lot of pep in her step. Even the young man, you see like scars that he had on his face yesterday, fading, like very much faded from his face. Practically no longer there, like there's like very, very faint lines that almost gone. He gives a respectful, somewhat wary nod to the party before they continue on their way. The gate gets open to them, and Silka turns to the party, smiling. My father has agreed to speak with you again. He says that despite your past disagreements, I've managed to convince him that your hearts are good, and that only good will come from cooperating with each other.
We'll see, I guess.
I know it will. With that, she smiles, she gestures, and the gates open. You guys feel a ball of guilt, or something at least, forming in your throats. Those of you who are at least of the good alignment, which I believe is most of you. As far as you know, this is going to end with violence. Basilica is actively betraying her father. If indeed this is how it will end. With that ball in your throat settling in your guts, you follow her. Where you can see the mongrel folk are having their meal. Several of them turn to you, and their distorted faces, you see recognition. Thanks. In others, fear, hatred, envy. Your forms are unbowed, straight and strong. Soon looks at Priscilla, and as soon as you enter, soon throws you a thing. He feels really guilty now, and he's like, "Are you really doing this?" My hisses to don't close it.
The green eyes under the yellow eyes under the hood just simply look down a bit, and almost answer, not answer, and continues to follow the group.
When you guys enter the abbey, instead of the terrible searing cold, there is a pleasant warmth coming around here. Once again, you guys feel like you're welcome here. You guys feel protected, that strange tingle of safety, of peace of mind that you guys had when you first came here, when you weren't fighting. It feels that whatever effect that was here that was you feel unwelcome is no longer in place. Basilica leads you to your father's tower. And with that, as she opens the door with a beaming smile, "Father, I've brought them!" We will end tonight's session of The Curse of Strahd.